school.
We need to go to the other color.
The other.
Can you just relate it? So we just relate it.
Call this meeting to order. It's 10 a.m. Roll call, sir.
Commissioner Buckley.
Here.
Commissioner Gallagher.
Here.
Commissioner Keener.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Okay, as you wish, please stand for the elite of the pledge and the image. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sir.
Lord, thank you for being with us, keeping us safe over the holiday. Thank you for bringing us all together today. We can do the best that we can for the county. Keep us all safe as we go throughout the day. And just be with all of us. And I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
The consent agenda is approval of minutes of last Tuesday, and then the minutes, we had a special meeting the next day, and those minutes are good. Then the treasurer has a monthly report, a semi-annual report, and a sales tax report, and then a cash analysis report in compliance with investment policy. Motion, please.
We make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Extension report, Stephanie. Good morning. Welcome to the new quarter. It's hard to believe we're in the third quarter already.
Yes.
My name is Stephanie Schindler. I'm the County Engagement Specialist in 4-H Youth Development here for St. Francis County. Like to say that we've had a busy 3 months in extension. I think everybody, or most folks here may know that the county fair was a couple weeks ago, so that has taken up some time. But in the meantime, between from the last time that we gave a report to this time, there's also been a lot of other stuff. So the first thing we're going to talk about is 4-H. Won't go through the whole laundry list, but just some highlights that we've had. Casey, our full-time YPA, the Youth Program Associate in St. Francis County, has started a statewide coding 4-H club, which this is, it's virtually based, so it's in Zoom. It's on Zoom. It's twice a month, every other Tuesday. And these folks are, this group is called the Goat Coders, you know, greatest of all time. Haha, the mascot and everything. They have a mascot, they have officers, they have the whole thing. But that's what she's been working on, is the coding club for statewide. So these kids come from all over the state of Missouri, and it continues to grow. We get 1 or 2 new members every couple of months. So it's a slow growth, but that's good. They get comfortable in working with Zoom and doing the different activities and things like that. We have also done, in January we were, part of her time was purchased out by the SNAP, or not the SNAP, but the FNAP program in order to do FNAP youth-specific programming that includes a 4-H component. And so her choice was to do Soccer for Success, and the beauty of this is that she was not limited to her audience. And so she actually went and worked with our after-school cooperative that is here in, or not after-school, our homeschool cooperative that's here in St. Francis County. So they meet out near Mac at a church out there. And so she did Soccer for Success, and so this was learning the basics of soccer and then having a service component to it. So the service component, or the community service piece of it, was they held a youth soccer camp for the rest of the kids at the homeschool cooperative. So that has been a success. Her time again for another year is 25% of it will be purchased out by the same program. And so the plan is to continue to work with that program and work with any other program that that is interested in learning. We're doing some 4-H work with some nutrition work as well. Nutrition and physical activity work. We've also done something called a Youth Futures program with the homeschool cooperative as well, and I took care of that. And that is a looking towards your future, looking towards college readiness. So we worked with the high school students at the homeschool cooperative for, I believe it was 6 sessions, and then we took them on a tour to MAC. So we had 7 students complete that, which is a small group, but for Youth Futures, because it is a curriculum-based activity, it's important to keep it a small group so that you can work with them, answer their questions individually. And then we took 10 kids to MAC to take a tour of the college campus and really have a good discussion about what it takes to be here, what is the plan of preparation for college. Other things that have come up, we've done some trainings. We're consistently being trained in youth development principles and things like that, so that's happened. We do have a lot of livestock stuff going on. We did because of the county fair. That's a piece of what we do. We also conducted some county-wide projects, which included volunteer that actually taught our kids how to do, the whole thing's fondant icing, like how to decorate a cake. So most of those cakes came back to the county fair, and then a couple of those will go to the state fair as well, because we qualify our activities to be shown at the state fair. She also took a group over to the radio station to talk about the fair, cake decorating, soccer for success. So we are doing some of the outreach and awareness work as well right now. And finally, we had a dog obedience project. This is just fun. Dog obedience. We have a dog project in 4-H. Dog obedience project. We have a leader that came every Thursday to the county fairgrounds and taught the kids how to work with their dogs. Did some 4-H projects with them, things like that, and then we had a dog show at the county fair as well. So just some new things. Of course, the county fair was a success for all of ours. We honestly, we were a little bit lower in youth participation, but that was okay because everybody's kind of getting back in the groove of being in public and being able to do everything. And so, but it was really neat to see all the kids. Greatest thing was I got to visit with everybody. We all got to visit with the kids. It was good to see new faces, good to see old faces, and things like that. Next person and next topic is the food and nutrition program, and that's Alyssa Bowyer. And so she has, in the past 4 months, reached almost 3,000 contacts with her work in at the Truman Kindergarten Center here in Farmington, Bloomsdale Kids in the Kitchen. So she also works in St. Genevieve County, West County Community Hope Center, West County Elementary for summer school. She did Kids in the Kitchen and Show Me Nutrition. So that's a pretty intensive program, the Kids in the Kitchen program. That's teaching them how to cook. It's a really neat thing, basic cooking skills. And then she sets up at St. Vincent de Paul Parish at the St. Joe food pantry every week. And then the St. Jen Community Center summer program as well she's working with. So lots of opportunities for her as well. Excited about the fact that she's been with us a year and has really broken and done a lot of great things. Finally, our livestock specialist, Kendra Graham. She has some great impacts to report this quarter with the Show Me Select Heifer sale. So she worked with 3 different sales this quarter. The one in Fruitland, the one in Farmington, and the one in Vienna. The Fruitland sale had the highest average per head, so they sell per head. So it's per heifer, and that average was $2,067. The Farmington sale, so locally, the average was $1,862, and the average in Vienna was $1,862. And if we know anything about market fluctuations and cattle and things, that's part of it. You know, that's why the sales difference is. She's working on farm visits still. Farmington sale had 4 new producers to sell heifers through the sale, and 9 of the 30 buyers were new. So we're bringing in new people, bringing in new buyers to the community. And 4 producers have enrolled 70 heifers in the program for the fall sale here in Farmington, and that sale date will be December 10th. So that's what we have so far with that. She also took part in the Public Issues Leadership Development Conference. Again, always kind of continuing our education. That's a national conference that teaches folks how to communicate with their legislators and their stakeholders. Had visits with Congressman Jason Smith, Congressman Hawley, and Congressman Rose. So, and then finally, she's part of the Beginner Farmer Grant Program, and she presented at a national agribility conference. So agribility is teaching about adaptation for farmers and ranchers that have some sort of a disability. So if they're hard of hearing, if they have mobility challenges, things like that. So she presented at that with some how to use and adapt tools. And she also created a video on that. And then finally, the last big thing is grazing school was held in Jackson. We have participants from St. Francis County. But locally, we have a grazing school, which is part of the cost share program with NRCS. So if you want to participate in their cost share programs, you have to go through a grazing school. A school is scheduled here locally August 31st through September 2nd at the United Methodist Church in Deloge. And we've been waiting for one to be scheduled locally for about a year. So it would be nice to have something local.
What's the target weight of these heifers at sale time? Do you know that?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Sorry.
That's okay, can't know about that, okay.
They are, so for the Show Me Select heifer sale, these heifers have been tested, have been ultrasounded multiple times. It's a process, but wait, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you, Stephanie. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Okay. Approval of contract for special prosecuting attorney Renee Murphy. Melissa will be speaking.
Good morning, Melissa Gillian, prosecuting attorney. So at the end of last year, I asked you to approve a contract with Renee. It was a short-term one that expired at the end of 2020. But this is a new one to contract with her for 3 months in order to provide 20 hours of work for us remotely, and to be paid a set amount of $2,500 a month. So it's the exact same contract that we used for Belinda Becker. We're just asking for it for Renee Murphy due to our lack of in-house counsel.
20 hours per what?
Per week.
Per week, okay. Okay, and she did this before for us and worked out well.
Yes, she did it before.
Same price?
Well, before she was hourly, so before she was $50 an hour. So this time I had to talk her into, I had to cajole her because she told me she was worth more, and I didn't disagree, but I talked her into doing it with a flat $2,500 a month for those hours.
You have budgeted?
Yes.
Okay. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the prosecutor, request for the special prosecutor Renee Murphy.
I'll second.
Question? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Set speed limits for 3 roads: King School Road, Hazel Run, Bullmeyer.
John Gross, Highway Administrator. We would like to set some speed limits on 3 separate roads in the county. The first one is King School Road. This is a newly overlaid road. It was just completed about 2 weeks ago. We would like to set this speed limit at 45 miles an hour. Now, this road, towards the end of the year, will have striping down the center lane. The second one is Hazel Run. It is a newly completed overlay, and we recommend to set that one at 35 miles an hour. This one will not receive striping on it. And then the third one is Blowmeyer. It has an average width of about 15 feet, parallel 67 just south of Farmington, and we recommend to set that one at 15 miles an hour.
Of course, the issue with all that is enforcement.
Correct.
Yeah. And King School Road's gonna get some truck traffic major coming up in a year or two, couple of years.
So we've heard, yes.
So that's something to think about there.
Is it on 55? Is that what
It's not posted.
If it's not posted,
It needs to be posted.
Yeah. And you recommend that we do this?
Yes, 45 for King School, 35 for Hazel Run, and 15 for Blowmeyer.
Okay. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept road and bridges for the miles per hour on King School, Hazel Run, and Bullmeyer at their set mile per hour.
I'll second.
Questions? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I didn't get the vote. Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got that one detail I missed there. Okay, approval of minutes and resolutions for senior citizen board. And I would handle that. We met, Betty, a couple of weeks ago. I don't have the date here in front of me, but June, can't read it, 21st? Okay, and these are the minutes of that meeting, and I would recommend that we pass these. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the senior citizen board.
Second.
Second.
Question? Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, Benny. Next regular meeting will be right here next Tuesday. Same time, same place. Other business, correspondence? Public comments?
Steve Pastor there. And I have a question that wasn't answered the last time I was here. And it's really for Clay. And back on the 8th of June, I'd asked, when I was asking about Rice Road, one of the comments I made is that Ameren had nothing to do with tree removal. And Clay made the comment, he said that wasn't accurate. And then he went on to say that, and I look back, I want to make sure I'm correct, at 3440 of that meeting, Clay said that the day they were doing the work, there was a representative of Ameren there.
Yes.
And I'd like to know the name of that representative.
I have no idea. I mean, I went out to the job where they were removing the trees. There was shade tree crews there. There was a guy from Ameren there. Deloge was there. We were there. I didn't ask people their names. I just seen that they were there. Now, I do know, if this helps you out any, that Lucas Hulsey is who coordinates the tree crews through Ameren to do these projects. And he did coordinate this project through Ameren for them to do, because I talked with him afterwards, us on an unrelated job in another area of the county.
Was Lucas there that day? Though,
No,
or
he wasn't.
how you know somebody was from Ameren? Did they
I just
have
saw
out-
an Ameren truck and someone from Ameren there. I
So
don't,
there was an Ameren truck there that day.
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't there, or I would have been, watching, so.
I was there, but
I wasn't around. that
I
day.
don't go around and take rolls and ask people their names when we go out to the job site. I mean, I saw that they were there.
But there was an Ameren truck there
Yeah.
that day. You answered my question.
Okay.
Excuse me, any other public comments? Okay, departmental reports. Did you have something?
Yeah, couple things, just, we start the Board of Equalization today. Just take minutes, you all, we have, for the public's knowledge, you all there. We also have somebody representing the ag community, a realtor, and a banker there to determine, and your job is to determine whether the assessor's value, market value is within 90% of what its true value is. Some people have called and said, well, I want it for this or whatever. That is the call that I looked up in your purpose. The reason I bring that up today is we've had people call this week and at the end of last week and try to set the deadline, as I said last week, was the end of June. It's not arbitrary. These people, well, by God, you can't, by law, you have to have requested the meeting. By then, they have to, by law, be done by the end of July. So it's not like we pick and choose.
We
and say,
have it
well,
scheduled in June, and we have to be finished in
and you
July.
have to be done with all of your reports by the end of July. We have to have them written up and produced. The other thing is we've been having some requests on back things, and since last year's, 1st of January of last year, we started putting everything on this website when we expanded the website, and we went back for the minutes previous that to 2014. So the minutes are on the website 2014, because that comes up periodically. It came up this week. They can go and look them up on the website if they want to see what the minutes are.
Okay. Any other departmental reports? We were notified this week that the Delta variant is in our county of COVID. So the health department is really suggesting that everybody get vaccinated, if you're not already done so. Okay, if you look at the trend, we've been going up steadily until this month. And that bothered me until I realized that Parks took some time off this last week, the general last report. And so I can't say that that's the reason it took a drop, but just kind of looks suspicious, Parks, so be careful about taking off some time. It's still a good report. And maybe Parks is not responsible for that problem, but anyway. Anyway, there we go. This is an issue, that fence there, this is in the city of Farmington. And you see that fence above the blue box there is bad, and the city wants us to take that down. This is not on the agenda, so we can't act on it today, but we can put it on next week's agenda if we need to act on that officially. But it's just, the city thinks that fence is in bad taste. So let's put that on the agenda for next week. So anyway.
Do you have to be, I guess, fall down or something?
It's not up to Farmington standards.
All right.
Okay. So let's put that on there, and Linda, I'll give you the details of the location and everything. Now we need to vote to go into closed session for contractual reasons, RSMO 610.010. Take a short recess while the room clears.
Somebody's going to have to make
So,
that motion.
yeah, I vote to go into closed session for the reason of RSMO 610.010.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you.